Okay, so this is sort of what it will look like, talking about the skin repair and the processes that it has to go through. Basically, that fresh wound that opened up, we'll see it fill with the blood clot. In the meantime, our capillaries are more permeable, allowing this material to move out, like the white blood cells and so forth. As we begin to see that clot form, basically that blood clot, one of the things that'll have to happen, it has to break down, and then as the clot does that, it helps to pull those edges of the wound together, and that is what's going to help to bring, hopefully, the no scarring, depending on whether we've got the primary or the secondary. We're continuing to see that the neutrophils, the white blood cells, are at the site because we've still got to deal with any bacteria that are left behind. The granulation tissue that forms, this is the tissue that's going to have the ability for helping to give rise to the fibers that will be needed to form the closure. Also, anything that might be needed to help repair any of those blood vessels that are broken. And as we see that process take place, clot disappearing, all of the little pieces filling up and the gap closing, hopefully by the time we're done and the scabs are no longer there and that sort of thing, we'll have the little bit of a scar, and depending on the size of the wound, the closing up, which is a really cool process. So this is what would take place for those tissues to heal. Now, as we get older, we're going to find that aging affects these tissues that we have because our cells are going to definitely divide more slowly. We're not going to see that regenerative capability, and that's going to actually apply to all of these tissues of the body. We're going to see those collagen fibers, which hopefully you guys have put into the memory bank, that they are very important for structure. All right, they're tough. They are, giving a lot of strength, a lot of structure to a lot of the tissues. Because of where we find the collagen fibers, especially areas like the tendons, the ligaments, they get less flexible. It's the reason, I used to always wonder growing up and, being around like, aunts, uncles, grandparents, that sort of thing. Every time, like either they would sit down or they would stand up or they'd move, that they always made a sound. Okay? I always wondered about that. And now that I'm getting to that age, I get it now. Okay? And you just make the sounds. You're not making them on purpose. Okay? They're just flowing out. All right? Trust me on that. Our elastic fibers, right here, they fragment. And then they bind to calcium, which is a hardened mineral, and that means they're no longer as elastic. Well, one of the biggest areas that really has to have that elastic tissue is that huge aorta coming off of the heart, and then as the arteries branch and become smaller and smaller, they're dependent on elastic tissue too. And that makes them less elastic. That means the blood is not flowing, not moving, not pumping, and this, of course, helps to lead to hardening of the arteries, for example, okay? Higher blood pressure, because all of this stuff, okay, if we're getting the elastic being affected and the arteries needing it so much, the blood supply to our tissues begins to decrease. If the blood supply to the tissues decreases, it means we're not getting the nutrients to the cells. Cells are not getting rid of their waste. It's just this whole snowball effect. The wrinkling of the skin, because the skin's no longer as pliable as it used to be. Because collagen is a major component of bones. And if we're seeing it break down and not getting as much of it, blah, 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 our ability for bones to break increases the older we get. Also, the formation of red blood cells in the elderly decreases. And depending upon how old you might be and your state of health overall, that can be a significant problem for the elderly. And because other stuff's falling apart, if you do get injured, chances are it's not going to heal as quickly. You know, age y'all are now, you kind of get a breach in the skin or whatever, y'all healed in like 10 seconds. For me, it's going to take 10 days. So, you know, aging does have these effects on us. That officially ends Chapter 5 for us. We'll start 6 tomorrow. So what we're going to